All right, so this is another video that I want to make. This kind of video is a bit about friends and how friends can basically benefit you to a perfect life of happiness and resistance. Because I feel like a perfect life of bliss and happiness is a perfect line of happiness and resistance. And I feel like you are the, well, I know based on studies and everybody else telling me this, but I really feel it now, being older, that you are the average of the three people you spend the most time with. And some people that are extroverts, that would be like 5 people, maybe even like a little bit more than that. And basically the idea is that eventually I'm going to make these videos into much more elaborate drawings and diagrams and charts and things like that. And if you can basically think of yourself as a center point, yourself as a point, and that you have a rubber band or you have a string attached to you to each one of your friends or family members that you love dearest. You can only move so far away from each one of them. So if your mom is over here and your dad is over here and your sister or your brother's over here, you can only move as far away as you're allowing yourself to move away from their ideas and their opinions and their approval of what you're doing. So if you start to think about a new activity that you want to engage in, and your sister or your brother or your mother or father do not approve of it, maybe you would be less likely to do it. So going forward and trying to pick your family and friends is going to be the best way for you to be able to achieve the activities that you want to do. From this point, looking forward, right? And then when you're in the moment, it's like, well, I'm already friends with this person or I'm already a family member with them, so why don't I just try to work with them as best as I can? And that's the kind of the beauty. If you can get in that understanding of why that person is in front of you and why that person is there with you, you can enjoy it and you can just love it and you can just sit there and embrace the feeling. So a lot of times a friend is only going to be there because they're benefiting something out of you and you're benefiting something out of them, so then they feel like it's a mutual relationship. If they feel like you're not benefiting from it, they also might not want to be engaging anymore, and they might not want to be there. So you have to almost show someone that you're appreciative of them. I have learned that a lot of people I've been kind of just cold to, or I've been too stuck in what I'm doing to where they're like, oh, well, okay, then I'm not even going to bother. Like, why would I? Because you're not enjoying this. Like, it's not like me doing and going out of my way to interact with you is like benefiting you. It actually seems like it's hurting you. And for me, I just don't express emotions a lot. So like, I just won't I'll be happy as all could be, but like there's nothing on my face. So then my friends and family, they'll be like not wanting to hang out with me because of that reason, because it just kind of like resting face, you know what I mean? The RBF. So the idea that I just look like I'm upset all the time. So then people are like, oh man, you're upset. And then if I like to discuss new ideas and new topics to kind of see like what the pulse is on other people. Like, how have they ever heard of it? Is it even a good idea? Should I even be thinking about this? Like, is it a good thought? Or is it a bad thought? Is it a good idea? Does it work with other people? Does it only work with me because I'm blank, blank, blank? So I like to go through those things. And the problem is that that's exhausting for most people. So I'm going to make a video about it, but it's called 512. And anything in life, I just want to be able to figure out, is this the right thing or the wrong thing to do? And whenever you're working with other people, like friends, and they're constantly doing things that you don't like, then it's like, well, when am I going to approach it to them, right? So it's like, what jurisdiction do you have? Do you have the ability to tell that person what you like and don't like about what you think is right and wrong? You know what I mean? Like, who are you to say that? So when you're a friend with somebody, you kind of get to know them and you kind of understand who they are. And then at that moment in time, it's like, all right, well, now you have the ability of the jurisdiction to say, hey, based on the information that I've seen over the course of time, I feel like this might benefit you a little bit more than doing it the way that you're doing it. So your ability to then see if your advice works is almost like track record of being able to know if it would work for you maybe. So if you see somebody else and they're kind of doing the activities that you want to do, and you're doing some research and you're like, oh wow, a professional would do it this way. I wonder if I tell my buddy that's the amateur and he can try it out, and then maybe it works, and then maybe I can see if it works. So then, you tell him, hey, next time you're on the court, try this. And the guy's like, yeah, maybe. I think that's ludicrous. Why would I do that? And then the guy's like, well, because I saw it in a magazine about professionals doing it. Oh, okay. Well, let me try it. It didn't work. Why didn't it work? And then the guy goes back and he reads the article. Oh, because of this and that. Well, maybe it was a good idea, at least because you got him to go back and look at the original article and figured out the idea and all that. So sharing ideas with friends can help them, and sharing ideas with friends can help you, because then you're teaching someone else how to do it. Maybe you're teaching it the proper way or not the proper way, and then you can figure out if it's the proper way by them calling you out. Because that's kind of the beauty about teaching, is you always have somebody calling you out. Oh, it's not right. I see it's not right. Yeah, it's good. Teachers in the past have actually put the wrong number. Well, they said they put the wrong number up there on purpose just to see if we were paying attention. So life is very simple whenever you have the right people around you. And to be quite honest, it's very entertaining. Because if you think about it, like, what's the most entertaining thing to do? Well, be entertained, right? So having an entertainer in front of you, like, so having a jokester, or having a person that tells you good stories and has good drama, or has good this and has good that. Or maybe they're just a doofus and they just do silly things and they're crashing and they're falling and they're breaking things all the time. And it's entertaining to you. So you can then dictate how much you want to choose of your time to give to these people, to give to people, other people than you, other people than your family, so that they will come and benefit you. So if you are trying to be a comedian, maybe you should go and have comedian friends. And then you overhear their jokes, or you overhear the way that they do something, and you're like, you know what? I'm going to try it that way. The problem with that is then you end up stealing their jokes, and then you end up turning into blank, 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 and all these other people that have gotten caught for stealing jokes. But that's the thing, is did you come up with this idea that you're working on right now because your friend told you, because you heard somebody else say it, because, it was in the universe and you just gathered it from the thought cloud and you then just decided to use it going forward? Because, if you're collectively in a room with like 10 people and you all are thinking something really, really strong, I think that new person coming in might even be able to just like know what you're thinking based on that energy that's in that room. Or if 10 people are all thinking something, it's going to cause, or 9 people, it's going to cause the 10th person, to think it easier, or whatever the case would be, right? So having more people around you and having more influence to your subconscious being that you're constantly falling into is going to be the most ability to be the highest person that you want to be, and to be the happiest that you want to be, and to be able to achieve the most amount of things that you want to achieve. And the most difficult part about it would be that you let these people influence you in a way that you don't want them to influence you. And that would be very detrimental to your plan and very detrimental to your vision. However, if you are able to get a vision and you're able to get a plan, which I'll talk to you about in future videos, then you're able to fully develop what to take in and not take in from these individual friends that you have. And you'll be able to kind of dictate how much time you need to spend. Because once you're able to understand your vision, you may need to have a certain amount of time with some of these people to be more like them, or to maybe even just observe them more and be around those environments more, so that way you can understand that concept more. So let's say that you want to survive, then maybe you go around people that go out in the woods a lot. It's like maybe you don't want to spend time with them, maybe you don't want to go out in the woods, but maybe you just wanted this information, so then you spend time with them for that reason. And then the beauty of it is most people in most genres have the same personalities. So then if you're able to identify a personality, then you can kind of dictate how that person works and whether or not you like to work around them. They give the information that you give. And the thing is that sometimes you want to just create like that arm's length with somebody, and you want to just basically give them you want to give them, and then take or receive or experience what you want to experience from them, and then kind of keep it at that. If you let them kind of come into you too much, it might influence you and push you too far off of your goal. So keeping them at that arm's length is always good, and that's through communication, right? So in the next video, I'm going to talk to you about communication. So if you like this video, please hit like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and definitely comment down below all of the things that you think I'm horrible at, or you don't like, or I like, or you like. And if you think I like or don't like things, put that down in the comments too. But anyways, thank you for watching this video, and watch this next video also. Have a great day.